Thanks, Mr Speaker. In the 13th century, St Francis of Assisi said all the darkness in the world can never extinguish the light of a single candle. The act of what happened at Bondi on the 14th of December was an act of profound violence and hatred. It stole innocent lives, shattered families and traumatised a community. It shocked Australians from every corner of our country. I extend my deepest condolences to the families and loved ones of those who were murdered, to our brave first responders, to those who were injured and to all who continue to live with the consequences of that day. No words spoken in this place can ease the pain of parents who have lost children or families whose lives have been changed forever. But it is right that this parliament finally pauses, reflects and speaks with one voice in sorrow, respect and solidarity. Bondi is more than a location. It is part of Australia's identity, a place of openness, freedom and community. That such a place became the scene of Australia's worst act of terrorism makes this tragedy all the more confronting for our nation. Mr Speaker, this attack was not random. It did not occur in isolation, and it did not happen without warning. It came after more than 2 years of escalating, unaddressed anti-Semitism in this country. After repeated concerns raised by Jewish community leaders, security experts and law enforcement professionals. After hatred was allowed to become louder, more visible and more normalised. That context matters, not to politicise grief, but to honour it with honesty, head-on. History teaches us a difficult lesson. Anti-Semitism never ends with Jews alone. Shortly after the attack, I reflected on words attributed to Martin Niemöller, words that bear repeating today. First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. These words are a confession, not a slogan, and they are a warning about the cost of silence and inaction. Condolence motions are about mourning, but they are also about resolve. They are about saying that the lives lost mattered and that their loss demands more than words. For the families of the victims, sympathy alone is not enough. They deserve answers, they deserve accountability, and they deserve to know that everything possible will be done to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. I want to acknowledge the dignity shown by the families in the face of their unimaginable pain. Their calls for truth and transparency are not partisan, they are human, they are reasonable, and they must be respected. To the Jewish community in Australia, many of whom who are grieving, while also living with fear, and some are here today. You are not alone. You have every right to live openly, to worship freely, and to feel safe in your very own communities. Anti-Semitism is an attack on Jewish Australians, but it's also an attack on Australia and 27 million Australians. It is an attack on our values, our pluralism, and on the idea that people of different backgrounds can live together with mutual respect. We must be unambiguous about that together. Today, this Parliament respectfully remembers the lives of the 15 people ruthlessly, needlessly cut short. Matilda, the youngest at only 10, Rabbi Ali Schlanger, Boris Tettelroyd, Boris and Sevilla Gurman, Reuven Morrison, Edith Brutman, Marika Pogany, Rabbi Yaakov Levitin, Peter Marr, Tibor Weizen, Alexander Kleitman, Dan Elkiam, Adam Smythe and Tania Tretiak. Mr Speaker, moments like this test us as a nation. They test whether we are prepared to speak plainly about hatred, whether we are willing to learn from history, and whether we have the moral courage to act before tragedy, not just after it. The victims of the Bondi attack deserved better, their families deserve better, and Australia must do better. That means all of us. As we honour their memory today, let us commit ourselves to vigilance, to honesty, and to the principle that silence in the face of hatred is never neutral. May the memory of those lost at Bondi be a blessing to their families and all 27 million Australians.
Authorised by Andrew Wallace, LNP, Boccarina, Queensland.